Okay, in this video I'm going to be showing you where you could find some ROMs for games basically. So it's in this website. It's myabandonware.com. I'll leave it in the video descriptions. Just go to platform, and they have different platforms for different systems. They have one for 3DO. They got another for Acorn 32. That's a computer system. An ARM-based computer system. I think it was released in the 1980s or 1990s. I'm not sure. The Amiga. Games for the Amiga. Amiga 32. This was basically a Commodore Amiga 500 with a CD-ROM in it, released in the early 1990s. This is Amstrad CPC. This is a 8-bit computer, I think, or 16-bit. I'm not really sure. A computer that was released in Europe. I think it's a 16-bit, kind of like an MS-DOS based computer. They got Apple II here. They have a lot of ROMs for this. They have a lot of ROMs for everything here. So everything that they have platforms for. They have the Atari ST, BBC Micro, ColecoVision, Commodore 16, Commodore 64, MS-DOS games. They really have a lot of MS-DOS games here. Perhaps more than that. Perhaps a few thousand. I don't know exactly. I don't know what this is. Dragon 32. Sega Game Gear. Sega Genesis. They have the Intellivision. Linux. I don't know what this is. I guess for the older Linux operating systems, perhaps. So anything with a $sign in it means that you have to buy it. But if they don't have the $sign in it, it's free. Heavy Gear 2. Of course, they got the Apple Macintosh. MSX. They got games for that. That was kind of like an 8-bit computer system, released in the 1980s. PCC. I don't know what that is. Some kind of computer system released in Japan, I think. PC98. Another Japanese-based computer system, which I don't know about. Sega 32X. You could find Sega 32X games here. Okay, great. I guess pretty much all the Sega platforms. This is a Sega Genesis. I mean a Sega Master System. An 8-bit video game console. Sharp X6800. This was a computer system released in Japan, and it uses a 6800 Motorola processor, basically. So it was designed to be an arcade computer. You got the TurboGrafx, NEC TurboGrafx CD. Okay. the VIC-20, that the Commodore VIC-20, I think. Games for that. Of course, they got all kinds of Windows games. I think this is Windows 3.0 to Windows 98, or up to Windows 2000, I think, or Windows XP, from Windows 3.0 to Windows XP. Not all the games here are free either, so some of them you have to buy. We got the ZX Spectrum. I think this was a computer released in the United Kingdom. Got various. They got a lot of They got a lot of games here. I don't. Maybe Sega games aren't really copyrighted anymore, because Sega does exist as a company, but they don't make video game consoles anymore. But you're not going to see any Nintendo ROMs in here, because Nintendo stuff is copyrighted, even if it was made in the 1980s. But for some reason, you could find Sega stuff here, so you could find a lot of ROMs here. So anyways, some of the ROMs that you have to pay for here, you could find it on archive.org, I think. A personal nightmare. Let me see if I can find that. I guess they don't have that. You got Wing Commander here. Let's see, that you have to pay for. That's Wing Commander. Okay, they have the floppy image of Wing Commander. You could get this. But you would need an emulator that could use it. Something like PCEM emulator or 86 box. It's not. You're not going to be able to use it in something like DOSBox just readily. You would have to use a real hardline emulator like a PCM or 86 box and install the operating system of MS-DOS in it to get it to work. Yes, but they do have it. Let's try to find another one that you have to pay for. Silent service. Okay, this you have to pay for. Well, they have the Apple II GS version here. Can you download it? Yeah, you can. This is a file that you download for the Apple II GS. And for the PC, they have, I guess they have the floppy images here. So this is the file for the Commodore 64. You can download it here if you want. And this is the one for the PC. This is a disk image again. So you're not going to be able to use this on DOSBox with a disk image, because DOSBox doesn't support, I don't think they support disk images. No. They don't support hard drive images either. You have to use DOSBox DOM for that, not regular DOSBox. So yes, you can find some of the games here, which you have to pay for on My Abandonware on archive.org. But all of them are not on archive.org. You'd have to search on other places on the internet if you want to find it. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. By Ace 1000KS 1970.